10 habits of highly successful people. Why some people are more successful than others. You see, you don't decide your future. You decide your habits, and your habits decide your future. No one succeeds overnight, and no one fails overnight. Success is nothing but some efforts repeated day in, day out. So today, I want to share with you 10 habits of highly successful people in the society. Habit number 1, successful people take responsibilities. One thing about successful people is they take responsibility of whatever you see around them. When I was a bit younger in business, I was passing through some financial difficulties. I was passing through some turbulent period in business, turbulent times in business. So I had to go and meet my mentor to seek professional advice. And he told me that some of the things I'm passing through in businesses are common. However, I need to take responsibilities for whatever happens. It was then, after that interaction with him, I discovered that what happens to me is based on my decisions. It's based on what I do. So I realized that our decisions actually produces our outcomes. So it was until then I started taking intentional decisions, because I discovered that whatever happens to me is up to me. I have to bear the responsibilities. So these decisions I began to make actually enabled me to take back control of whatever was happening around me. It also enabled me to take back control of my life and my businesses. And it was until then things started tilting towards my own favor. So this is successful habit number 1, take responsibilities. Successful habit number 2, decide exactly what you want. You know, when I was much younger, I thought I had a goal, but actually I didn't have a goal. So things were not actually working the way I wanted it. So I had to still meet my mentor, and he encouraged me that what is actually my goals, that I should put them down on paper and I should monitor them. Before this time, I had my goals, but they were not actually documented. So it was until this period that I met him that I actually documented my goals. And the next thing he asked me to do is to actually put a time frame to it. It was then I realized that a goal that there is no time frame of accomplishment is not actually a goal, because most goals that you don't put a time frame towards in order to actualize, in order to accomplish, those goals will not come into reality, because you will just be thinking that you have just set a goal, but there is no time that is going to actually push you forward in order to motivate you, in order to make you to work towards that time of accomplishment. So I decided to put a time frame towards my goals, and it was until this period that I began to actualize my goals one after the other. So a goal that there is no time of accomplishment is not actually a goal. Most people don't actually get what they want because they don't actually know what they want. And even the ones that know what they want in life, they don't actually put a time frame for accomplishment. And as a result of that, we discover that so many goals are actually aborted. So many goals are actually unfulfilled. So many goals are actually unrealistic because there is no time of accomplishment that is accompanying these goals. Successful habit number 3, believe it's possible. This is not just believing for others, this is also believing for yourself. So before I accomplish great feats, I have to believe it, that they are possible. And I accomplished great feats when I believed I could do it, when I believed that those things were actually possible. And anytime I believed that the things I want to do are possible, there is a way it reprograms my brain, there is a way it reprograms my mindset, and you discover that I will pursue it and I will actually accomplish it. This is one of the principles, even in the kingdom of God, that the scripture said that to him that believeth, all things are possible. So God actually used these principles to accomplish the things he did. And we, his children, he encouraged us to actually use it to accomplish the things that we want. So to him that believeth, all things are possible to him. So Napoleon Hill said in his book, Think and Grow Rich, he said, whatever your mind can conceive, you can achieve. Successful habit number 4, visualize it. This is something that the successful people do. Whatever they are doing, every great feat they have accomplished, they have always visualized it. So personally, myself, how I do this is I have a vision board where I visualize everything I'm going to accomplish. Assuming I want to buy a car, I go to my vision board, I write it down, and I begin to visualize the things I want to accomplish. And the more I visualize it, the more it internalizes. And as it internalizes, I will discover that one day I will just get that car. So it is one of the things that successful people highly do. They put their visions on black and white. They have a vision board where they write the things they want to achieve, and they keep on visualizing it. And those things they are visualizing ultimately materializes into reality. So this is one of the things that has actually contributed to my success. Successful habit number 5. Successful people act as if they are very successful. I remember those days when we were little children. When we go out, we see a very good car outside. I will tell my friends, that car is my car. This aeroplane is my aeroplane. This is actually my own. And they were just asking, saying, are you stupid? Are you mad? They didn't know that I was programming myself to be successful. So there is one thing that is conversant with successful people. They are actually very successful in their mind before the success begins to show on the outside. So if you don't program yourself to be successful inward, there is no way you are going to be successful outward. So this is something that successful people are conversant with. So every moment they are programming themselves to be successful inward, because they know that what is inward is exactly what is going to display outward. And in most cases, the success that is within is the success that is going to display outward. And successful people do this because they know that success is first inward before it is outward. Successful habit number 6, willing to pay the price. Successful people are actually willing to pay the price of what it takes for them to be successful. So they calculate the cost and they know what it takes, and they are willing to give extra to make sure they achieve that which they want. So anybody that actually wants to go far in life, anybody that wants to be successful in life, one of the things the person needs to do is to actually sit back and begin to think, what kind of price will I pay so that I can attain to this level of success I want to attain to? Because every level of success that we want to attain to in life has a price that is attached to it. And until you pay that price, you will not be able to actually attain to that level of success. So this is something that successful people have realized. So they sit back and calculate, what kind of a price will I pay so that I can attain to this level of success? And the moment they realize that this is what I need to do for me to attain this level of success, they go all out for it. So any man that must be successful must be willing to calculate what it takes for him to get to where he wants to get to. The moment you pay the price, you get there. Life will not cheat you. Life will never cheat a man that is willing to pay the price of whatever it takes to attain to a level of success. And success is not discriminative in nature. It doesn't discriminate. So whenever you pay the price, success will be attracted to you. That's the simple rule of life. And this is something that successful people have realized, and that is why they are successful. Successful habit number 7, they fear, but they do it anyhow and anyway. So this is something that is associated with successful people. People think that successful people are not actually afraid of taking decisions. They think that successful people are not actually afraid of investing. They think that successful people are not actually afraid of doing one thing or the other. No. We successful people, sometimes we doubt, sometimes we are afraid of making certain decisions. However, the difference is that it doesn't stop us in any way we go, because we know that when calculated risk is actually applied, in many cases, the end product is profit. One of my successful friends told me that all die is die, that whatever happens is going anyway. So he has made up his mind that whatever happens, he's going to move forward. So most times when I pick up my phones to make business calls, to call customers, to call clients, sometimes I will be afraid. What could be the reaction of this customer? What could be the reaction of the other customer? What could they tell me? But in any way, I put the call. And at the end of that call, I will discover that if actually I was afraid, I wouldn't have made that business contract that I made. So if I was afraid, I can't make it. So when I put the call, I beat that obstacle that is actually between me and that contract. And that obstacle is that fear of making that call. And when I bridge that obstacle, I discover that that sale, that contract is actually won. That fear of rejection is something that successful people have learned how to deal with, and they have made sure that that fear of rejection, this person is going to reject my proposal, this person is going to turn me down, that fear is something they have dealt with, and that is one of the reasons why they are successful. Successful habit number 8, successful people seek mentorship. Listen to me. Ego is one of the things that has destroyed people if not handled properly. So most unsuccessful people think that what is the point of having a mentor? What is the point of having someone who could tell me what to do and what not to do? So if your ego is to that degree that you don't have a mentor, someone who has gone ahead of you that can actually instruct you, direct you on how to actually run that business, it means that you will not actually go far. This was one of the things that almost prevented me from getting to the great heights that I've gotten to today. But I made up my mind that this thing is not going to stop me. And until I got my first mentor, I was doing my things my way. But when I got my first mentor, after being mentored by him, I discovered that I was doing things differently, and that was when I began to have a different result. This might not be the answer for everybody today, but finding my first mentor actually helped me to change my life. Successful habit number 9, high enthusiasm. Successful people have high enthusiasm. Unsuccessful people have low enthusiasm. Did you notice that high income people have high energy? Low income people have low energy. They can't get anything done. They can't make anything happen. They are not productive. They lack vitality and they lack the stamina to make their big dreams happen. How do you make anything happen when you lack the right energy to approach it? So for big things to happen, there must be passion and there must be enthusiasm. This might not be the best you can do today, but I tell you, if you have the right passion and the right enthusiasm, you can actually make big things to happen. And this is one of the qualities of successful people. People of high income, they have this passion and they have this high energy that has actually produced their results. This is actually a key habit to success. Successful habit number 10. Constant improvement. This is one thing with the successful people. They are always improving on their skill sets. They are improving in knowledge. They are improving in their skills. They are improving in all areas of life. And one of the ways they achieve this is by studies. So we discover that the best investment that you can make to yourself is to constantly improve yourself. That's one of the investments that nobody can ever take away from you. The skills you have learned today, the books you have read, the knowledge you have acquired are things that no one is actually going to strip you of. Successful people always have mentors who teaches them the right way to do things, who shows them the way things are done and the way things are not done. You see them always going for seminars so that they can improve on their abilities. They can improve on their capabilities. You see them engaging in educative programs so that their skill sets can be improved, because they say that your learning curve determines your earning curve. They that know much rule over those that don't know at all. So these are things that have differentiated successful people from unsuccessful people. So look at these things that we highlighted, the 10 habits of successful people. Write on the comment section the one that hits you the more, and we are going to meet them. Make sure you join the community so that you can receive more updates from us. Thank you.